Thank you for watching. If this message brought you peace, please consider sowing your seed to support the channel via the QR code or the link in the description. May God bless you.
My child, stop for a moment. I need your attention right now. This is not a coincidence, and this is not just another message passing by your screen. This is the moment we spoke about when your heart was heavy and your prayers felt quiet. This is the breakthrough we discussed, and I need you to hear me clearly, because it is here now. Do not rush past this. Do not doubt why you are listening. I am speaking to you because this matters now more than ever. I know how close you came to giving up. I know how many times you whispered, "Is anything changing?" and felt like nothing was moving. But I tell you today, something has shifted. What you could not see before has been unfolding quietly, faithfully, according to my timing. This message is not late, and you are not behind. You are right where I need you to be to receive what is coming. Listen to me, my child. I'm asking you to stay with me for these moments. Do not scroll away. Do not let distraction steal what I am about to confirm to your spirit. If this message is reaching you, it is because I want you to recognize that the season is changing. Before doubt tries to speak, choose to trust me. Even now, take a simple step of faith. Like this message as a sign that you are choosing to believe. Share it with 3 people you know are waiting, because they too need to hear that I have not forgotten them. And if your heart feels stirred, leave a comment. I see every word, and I respond to every surrendered heart. We have talked about this breakthrough before, you and I. In quiet moments, when no one else knew the weight you were carrying, I was there. I heard your prayers when you had no strength left to explain them. I saw your tears when you wiped them away before anyone noticed. And I want you to understand this clearly today. I did not bring you this far to leave you standing in uncertainty. This is why I am calling you now, with urgency but also with love. The door you thought was closed has been unlocking piece by piece. The answer you believed was delayed has been waiting for the right moment to arrive fully formed. You are about to step into something new, but you must stay attentive. Breakthroughs are often missed not because they never come, but because fear, doubt, or distraction clouds the moment they arrive. So breathe, my child. Let your heart settle. I am not rushing you, but I am asking you to listen. What I am doing next will require your faith, your attention, and your trust. Say here with me. This message is only the beginning, and what follows will confirm what your spirit hath been sensing all along. My child, I want you to know something very clearly before we go any further. I see you, not just the version of you that others see, but the one you are when you are alone with your thoughts. I see the strength you showed when you wanted to quit. I see the questions you were afraid to ask out loud. I see the nights you lay awake wondering if you misunderstood me or if you were asking for too much. You were never invisible to me. I know the waiting hath been exhausting. I know there were moments when silence felt louder than any answer. You tried to stay faithful, even when your heart felt tired. You kept showing up, even when it seemed like nothing was changing. And sometimes, you smiled for others while inside you were wondering how much longer you could hold on. My child, I was there in every moment. I never looked away. I know the confusion you felt when things didn't unfold the way you expected. You thought by now it would be clearer, easier and lighter. Instead, you were asked to wait, to trust, to stand still when everything in you wanted to move. I know how hard that was for you. I know how many times you replayed my promises in your mind, trying to keep hope alive when circumstances told a different story. Hear me now. Your struggle did not disqualify you. Your questions did not disappoint me. Your weakness did not push me away. I am not surprised by your fear, and I am not offended by your tears. I am a father who stays close, especially when my child feels unsure. Every prayer you whispered mattered. Every moment you chose not to walk away mattered. There were days you felt forgotten, like others were moving forward while you were stuck. You wondered why you had to wait when you had already sacrificed so much. You asked me why the breakthrough seemed to come easily for others but felt so far from you. I want you to know that comparison never told the full story. I was working with you personally, carefully, intentionally. I also saw the quiet growth happening inside you. Even when you didn't notice it, I was strengthening your heart. I was teaching you how to trust me beyond what you can see. I was shaping your character, your discernment, your resilience. You didn't waste this season, even when it felt unproductive. Nothing you endured was meaningless. So let go of the thought that you were overlooked. Let go of the fear that you waited in vain. You were chosen for this path because I knew you could walk it with me. I know your limits, and I know your potential. I have been listening to you all along, and now I am speaking back to you with clarity. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not misunderstood by me. I see you fully, and I love you completely. And as we move forward, I want you to remember this truth. I never lose sight of my child, especially when they are waiting on me. My child, I need you to hear the truth now, because misunderstanding the waiting has been one of the heaviest burdens on your heart. You thought the delay meant I was saying no. You wondered if you had missed me, or if you were being disciplined, or if the promise no longer stood. But I tell you this with love and clarity. The delay was never denial. It was preparation, protection, and alignment working together in ways you could not see. While you were waiting, I was not inactive. I was working beneath the surface, where roots grow before fruit ever appears. I was shaping you in places that could not be rushed. If I had given you what you asked for earlier, it would have crushed you, confused you, or pulled you away from me. I delayed not to hurt you, but to guard you. I see the full picture, my child, not just the moment you are standing in. You believed nothing was happening because nothing looked different on the outside. But breakthrough is not always loud at first. Often, it begins quietly, with shifts in your heart, changes in your thinking, and strength forming in your spirit. I was teaching you endurance when you wanted relief. I was teaching you trust when you wanted certainty. These lessons were not punishment. They were preparation for what is now unfolding. I also need you to understand this truth. Some doors did not open because I was saving you from walking into something that looked good but would have taken more than it gave. I closed paths that would have distracted you from your calling. I allowed silence so you could learn to listen for my voice above all others. What felt like delay was actually direction. You asked me many times, why does it have to take so long? And I want you to know, timing matters more than speed. What I give you at the wrong time can harm you, even if it is good. But what I give you at the right time brings peace, stability, and growth. I was not withholding from you. I was aligning everything so that when it came, it would last. The truth is this: you have changed during this season. You are stronger than before. You are more discerning. You are less dependent on validation and more anchored in me. That growth did not happen by accident. It happened because you stayed when it was hard. You trusted me when you didn't understand. You kept your heart open, even when disappointment tried to close it. So release the lie that nothing was happening. Release the belief that you wasted time. Nothing was wasted. Every step, every pause, every unanswered question served a purpose. The breakthrough required a version of you that only the waiting could produce. Now, as you stand here, I want you to recognize this moment. The truth is being revealed because you are ready to receive it. What is coming next will make sense of what came before. Trust me, my child. The waiting did its work, and now the season is turning. My child, as this breakthrough draws near, I need to speak to you with honesty and love. When doors begin to open, fear often tries to return louder than before. Doubt may whisper that you are not ready, or that this change will cost you more than you can give. I am asking you now to be careful what voices you listen to in this moment. Not every thought that rises in your mind is from me. Do not rush ahead of me out of excitement, and do not hold back out of fear. Both can pull you out of alignment. I know you have waited a long time, and I know how tempting it is to move quickly once you sense movement. But speed without obedience can lead you into confusion. Stay close to me. Let me lead each step, even now. I also need you to guard your heart from returning to old patterns. When pressure increases, it can feel familiar to fall back into control, worry, or self-reliance. But those habits no longer fit who you are becoming. You are stepping into something new, and it requires a new way of trusting me. Do not carry old mindsets into a new season. Release them, even if they once helped you survive. Be careful not to look back and romanticize what I delivered you from. When change approaches, the past can suddenly feel safer than the unknown. But what is behind you cannot sustain you anymore. I did not bring you this far for you to retreat when clarity begins to appear. Keep your eyes forward. I am already there. I also want to gently warn you about seeking approval from others right now. Not everyone will understand what I am doing in your life, and not everyone needs to. If you wait for permission from people who cannot see what I see, you will delay what I am releasing. Learn to value my voice above all others. My guidance will never contradict my peace. Do not confuse calm with stagnation or noise with progress. I am teaching you to move with discernment, not pressure. If something pushes you into panic, it is not from me. If something pulls you into peace, even when it stretches you, that is where I am leading you. Trust that signal. I placed it within you for a reason. This breakthrough will require obedience in small things. Do not overlook the simple instructions because you are waiting for something dramatic. Often, the greatest shifts come through quiet obedience. Follow what I place in front of you today, not what you think must happen tomorrow. This is not a warning meant to frighten you. It is guidance meant to protect you. I am preparing you not just to receive the breakthrough, but to sustain it. Walk with me, not ahead of me, not behind me. Stay humble, stay attentive, and stay open. If you do, you will not miss what I am bringing into your life now. My child, as this truth settles in your spirit, understand that this breakthrough is not meant to stop with you. I am opening streams so this word can reach others who are still waiting in silence, still wondering if I see them. I say to you, when you sow into my work, you release light into places you may never step foot in. This is the moment I am stirring you to act, not out of obligation, but obedience. If I have spoken to you through this message, use super thanks, membership, or the PayPal link in the description. Even the QR code before you, and so is a living seed. What you release now becomes manna for another soul and oil for the fire I am spreading. I bless every gift given in faith, and I return it pressed down with peace and increase. Obey me now and help me carry this breakthrough to those still waiting. My child, I know your heart feels stretched right now. Standing on the edge of change can feel heavier than the waiting itself. You may be wondering if you truly have what it takes to walk into what I am opening for you. Hear me clearly. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are human, and I am your strength. I have not brought you to this moment by accident. Every step you took, even the ones that felt unsure, has been supported by my hand. You may not feel confident, but confidence is not what I am asking of you. I'm asking for trust. I am asking you to lean on me the way you did when nothing made sense. The same grace that carried you through the waiting will carry you through the breakthrough. You are stronger than you realize. Not because life has been easy, but because you stayed. You stayed when disappointment tried to harden your heart. You stayed when answers were slow. You stayed when it would have been easier to walk away and numb the pain. That endurance has shaped you more than you know. It has given you depth, wisdom, and compassion that cannot be taught any other way. I want you to stop measuring your readiness by how you feel. Feelings shift, but my calling does not. If I say you are ready, then you are ready, even if your hands tremble. I never send my child forward without walking with them. You are not stepping into this alone. I am already there, steady and unshaken, making room for you. Let me remind you of this truth. I specialize in meeting you where your strength ends. When you feel unsure, I supply clarity. When you feel tired, I renew you. When you feel afraid, I surround you with my peace. You do not have to prove anything to me. You do not have to perform. You only need to remain connected to me. I see the courage you don't recognize in yourself. It was there when you chose hope again after disappointment. It was there when you prayed even though you were tired of waiting. It is there now, even if your voice shakes. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing to trust me in the presence of it. So lift your head, my child. Let go of the weight you were never meant to carry alone. Breathe deeply and allow my strength to fill the places where you feel empty. I am not asking you to have all the answers. I am asking you to take the next step with me. You have everything you need for this moment because I am with you. And as you move forward, remember this. I do not call the strong and then abandon them. I strengthen those I call every step of the way. My child, I want you to rest in this truth now, because promises are not fragile in my hands. What I spoke to you before the waiting began is not change. What I placed in your heart was not imagination, and it was not temporary. I am not a father who forgets his words or abandons what he begins. What I promised, I am still committed to bringing to completion. I know there were moments when you wondered if time had weakened the promise. You asked yourself if too much had passed, if circumstances had shifted too far, or if you had failed me along the way. Hear me clearly. My promises are not limited by time, mistakes, or delays. I work beyond what you can calculate. I move in ways you cannot always trace, but I never move without purpose. This breakthrough carries my peace, not confusion. If something comes with chaos, pressure, or fear, pause and bring it back to me. What I am giving you will settle your spirit even as it stretches your faith. You will recognize it not by how loud it is, but by how aligned it feels. My promises bring clarity where there was once uncertainty. I am already ahead of you, arranging details you cannot see yet. Conversations are shifting. Doors are aligning. Hearts are being prepared, including yours. Just because you cannot see all of it does not mean it is not happening. Trust that I am working in places you cannot reach on your own. I want you to understand something important about timing. When I say now is different, I mean that you are different. You are not the same person who first asked me for this. You have grown in patience, discernment, and dependence on me. That growth was necessary so that when the promise arrives, It will not pull you away from me, but closer to me. My assurance to you is this: you will not miss what is meant for you when you stay close to me. You do not need to chase the promise or force it into being. What is from me will come to you in the right way, at the right time, with the right support. Your responsibility is not to control the outcome, but to remain faithful in the process. Even now, I am asking you to release anxiety about how it will unfold. The details are not your burden to carry. Let me handle what only I can manage. When you trust me with the timing, you protect your peace and strengthen your faith. So settle your heart, my child. Stand on my word, not on what you see. I am faithful, and I do not speak lightly. This promise is alive, active, and moving toward fulfillment. What I told you before is still true today, and what I am bringing next will confirm that I was with you all along. My child, now comes the moment where I invite you to respond. Not with fear, not with hesitation, but with a willing heart. Everything I have spoken to you until now hath been preparing you for this decision. Breakthrough is not only something I release to you, it is something you must step into with trust. I will not force you forward, but I will call you gently and clearly. This is the moment to say yes again. Yes to trusting me even when you do not see every detail. Yes to releasing control you have held tightly because you were afraid of being disappointed again. Yes to believing that I am faithful, even now. Faith is not loud or dramatic. Sometimes it is simply choosing me when uncertainty is still present. I know part of you wants guarantees. You want to know how it will work, how long it will take, and what it will cost. But faith does not grow where everything is explained. Faith grows when you place your hand in mine and allow me to lead you one step at a time. I am not asking you to run ahead. I am asking you to walk with me. This is also the moment to release what you can no longer carry. Old disappointments, unmet expectations, and fear of failure will only weigh you down if you bring them into this new season. Lay them down now. I am strong enough to hold them for you. You do not need to protect yourself the way you once did. I am your covering. Choose obedience, even in small things. When I nudge your heart to pray, pray. When I ask you to speak, speak. When I ask you to wait, wait. These simple acts of trust open doors you cannot open on your own. Do not underestimate the power of quiet obedience. It is often where the greatest movement begins. I want you to understand this clearly. Saying yes does not mean you will never feel afraid again. It means you choose me even when fear tries to rise. It means you anchor yourself in my word rather than your emotions. Each yes strengthens your faith and aligns you more closely with what I am doing. Right now, in this moment, I am inviting you to align your heart with mine. Take a breath. Let go of resistance. Whisper yes even if your voice feels unsteady. I hear it. Heaven responds to surrendered hearts. This decision matters more than you realize. You are not stepping into uncertainty alone. You are stepping into partnership with me. I will guide you, correct you, and strengthen you along the way. Trust is not about perfection. It is about relationship. And I am committed to walking this path with you. So choose me again, my child. Choose trust over fear. Choose obedience over comfort. Choose faith over control. This is the activation moment, and as you say yes, you will begin to see what I have been preparing all along. My child, now rest. You have listened, you have received, and you have opened your heart to what I am doing. Let the weight you have been carrying begin to lift, because you are not standing in uncertainty anymore. You are standing in alignment. This is the breakthrough we discussed, and it is here. not as something rushed or overwhelming, but as something steady, intentional, and filled with my peace. I know your mind may still be processing everything. That is okay. Peace does not mean you have every answer. It means you trust the one who does. I am not asking you to figure out the future tonight. I am asking you to rest in the assurance that I am already there. What comes next will unfold step by step, and I will be with you in each one. Let your heart be calm now. You do not need to replay the past or fear repeating old patterns. That season taught you what it needed to teach you, and it no longer defines where you are going. You are moving forward with wisdom, with discernment, and with me beside you. Nothing ahead of you is greater than my presence with you. I want you to hold on to this truth as you leave this moment. You are safe in my hands. What I am bringing into your life is meant to bless you, not burden you. It will stretch you, yes, but it will also strengthen you. You will grow, but you will not be alone. I do not lead my child into storms without also being their anchor. As you carry this message with you, let it shape how you think and how you pray. When doubt tries to return, remember this moment. When fear whispers that nothing has changed, remember that I have already confirmed it. Breakthrough does not always arrive with noise. Sometimes it comes as quiet confidence, steady peace, and renewed hope. If this message spoke to your heart, I invite you to respond. Take a moment to like this video as an act of agreement with what I have spoken. Share it with 3 people you know who are waiting and wondering if their moment will ever come. Let them know they are not forgotten. And if your heart feels led, leave a comment about what you are believing me for. I see every word, and I meet you in sincerity. Stay connected, my child. Subscribe so you can continue to receive what I am speaking in this season. These messages are meant to walk with you, not just visit you once. I am building something in you, layer by layer, truth by truth. Now go with peace. Lift your head, steady your heart, and take the next step without fear. I am with you. I have gone before you, and I will continue to guide you into everything I promised. Rest in me, trust me, and know this with certainty: your breakthrough is no longer ahead of you. It has begun. My child, this breakthrough has begun, and now I invite you to become part of how I carry it forward. I am sending this word like a river, and I am asking you to help keep it flowing to hearts that are dry and losing hope. I remind you, as I speak in my word, what you sow in faith, I multiply in impact. If this message brought you peace, then respond prophetically through super thanks, membership, or the PayPal donation link in the description and the QR code you see. This is not a donation. This is alignment with what I am doing in this hour. I bless the hands that give, and I release increase, clarity, and favor back into your life. Do not delay. Act now and help me send this breakthrough to many more of my children.